Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric, and today in our Wild Beyond the Witchlight coverage, we are taking a look at factions. Our last one, the good guys, Valor's Call. Alright, thanks for clicking in. If you haven't already yet done so, please enter the FryMinis September giveaway. We're giving away the alternate art cover book of Witchlight and Van Richten's guide and a $100 miniature market gift card. It's all free to enter. Rules and blah 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 in the link. I've got a thing should be popping up and a link in the description. Go check it out. Win some stuff. Okay, so we just finished up the League of Malevolence, the evil people, and now we've got the good classic heroes. And I hope we love these as much as we did the Malevolence, because those were pretty great. So let's just jump right in. Valor's Call. The noble adventuring party known as Valor's Call was founded by Strongheart, a resolute human paladin committed to destroying evil wherever it rears its ugly head. Strongheart alone determines who can become a member of this prestigious group, which has more members than those described here. The other members who do not appear in this adventure are busy elsewhere. Strongheart is always on the lookout for courageous heroes who are willing to devote themselves to a good cause. Only good aligned creatures are allowed to join Valor's Call. Alright, so the League of Malevolence was so deliciously evil. I'm really hoping these are also just that classic, lawful good, kind of annoying trope. Just to lean in, it was a lot of fun. Elkhorn has been Strongheart's most stalwart companion over the years. Unflinchingly loyal, tirelessly optimistic, and fiercely devoted to the destruction of evil in all its forms. He's not especially bright, so he fights with his heart rather than his wits. Age has drained much of the strength from Elkhorn's body. Strongheart has urged Elkhorn to retire, but the old dwarf stubbornly refuses to do so. He's lawful good with a personality trait of, "As long as I have the strength in my bones to fight evil, that is what I will do." His ideal, one who stands idle as evil remains unchecked, is no friend or ally of mine. We all have an obligation to fight atrocity and corruption to whatever extent we can. Bond. Strongheart is a good egg, but I have yet to teach him all I know about being a true menace to evildoers. Flaw. Retire. My goodness, no. I'll retire when I'm dead. Elkhorn's challenge rating is based on him using feint to improve his rather weak sword attack. Having been trained in his youth to fight ogres and trolls, he's much more dangerous against creatures that are significantly bigger than he is. So looking at this stat block, they weren't kidding about his strength being reduced by, I guess, being old. 9 strength for what's clearly a strength-based fighter is impressive. But the feint ability is interesting. Recharge 5 or 6. Targets one creature you can see within 5 feet. Elkhorn has advantage on the next attack roll he makes against the target before the end of his turn, and if it hits, the target takes an extra 2d6 damage to the weapon's type. This is what we were talking about with the tropey kind of characters in a good way. Just that grumbly old dwarf who's got one more fight left in him. I like it. Mercian strikes the balance of a natural leader and a protective caregiver. She has a direct manner that reassures and inspires those around her. Mercian does not worship a deity, but rather an ideal. That truth gives life to artistry and beauty, and those who embrace deceit should be censured and punished. Light is her domain. Mercian is the lawful good. Her personality trait, is no one dies on my watch unless they stand against what I hold dear. Ideal, truth begets art and beauty, while deceit does nothing but tear the fabric of our souls. Bond, evildoers beware, Valor's Call is coming for you. Flaw, my friends would say I'm inflexible. The truth is, I like things done a certain way. Mercian counts on her armor to protect her as she administers healing. She uses radiant fire against groups of foes when there's no chance of harming allies or innocent lives, otherwise resorting to hold person spells and divine radiance attacks. Okay, looking at her stat block, I need somebody in the comments to help me out with her AC. Armor class 19, plate armor. She, in her picture, has a shield, but plate armor, as you know, is 18. So is this +1 plate? It doesn't mention that in her special equipment. I don't know. Interesting. I also like that she can do Cure Wounds twice per day, but she can also do Revivify twice per day. All right, Mercian, you've got a hardcore cleric kind of person. That works. Maliver is a thief who gives most of what they steal to the destitute, keeping a few choice items for their own use. They're always ready to put themselves in harm's way to see justice triumph over tyranny and inequality. Maliver invites trouble by not thinking through the ramifications of their actions, counting on their friends to bail them out whenever they get in over their head. They always have a friendly jibe or acerbic remark on the tip of their tongue, and their cavalier attitude doesn't sit well with their more cautious companions. Maliver is chaotic good. Their personality trait is I'm a bit rash, to put it mildly. Their ideal is I have no tolerance for bullies and tyrants. With a bond of the Briganox of Yan are my trusted friends. They need someone to protect them, and I happily volunteer. Maliver's flaw is my impatience sometimes demand that I strike out on my own, while my comrades in arms waste time deliberating. Maliver likes to get up close and personal in fights. If they're caught in a tight spot, they try to use their boots of levitation to escape. A rogue with boots of levitation could definitely get into some interesting situations. Ringelrun became an adventurer to better satisfy his craving for arcane knowledge. One of his adventures took him into an underwater tomb where he tricked a Merid into surrendering a staff of power. This staff greatly increases Ringelrun's capabilities and made him the envy of many rival spellcasters. Ringelrun has a good heart, but he's easily distracted by intellectual pursuits. He would rather spend time in quiet contemplation or reading than in frivolous conversation. Ringelrun is lawful good with a personality trait of don't talk to me, I'm reading. An ideal of magic belongs only in the hands of those who use it for noble ends. His bond is my staff of power dramatically enhances my magical abilities. I shudder to think how its power could be abused in the wrong hands. And he has a flaw of I get prickly when people who are clearly less intelligent want to tell me what to do. Ringelrun can fend off melee attackers with wild swings of his staff, but he prefers to fly out of reach and attack at range using his staff's formidable spells, Cone of Cold being his favorite. Yeah, I don't blame him. The Staff of Power is super duper strong. And if you were playing Adventurers League, or even a lot of homebrew, I guess, it's not uncommon to build a character around an item, like giving yourself way lower strength than you would normally want, because at least in Adventurers League, you can count on getting like gauntlets of ogre strength. So I don't blame a wizard for doing the same thing. And our grand hero, Strongheart. Strongheart is a fearless seeker of justice, risking his life to ensure that good triumphs over evil. He is thoughtful, kind, and seldom rash, yet never hesitant to punish those who spit in the face of law and order. Strongheart doesn't worship a god, but devotes himself to an ideal, that the world can be spared from evil by those who have enough courage to stand against it. Strongheart is lawful good, with a personality trait of I try to see the good in people, but I won't give comfort to those who have no goodness in them. An ideal of justice needs champions. I count myself as one. A bond of Valor's Call is not just an assembly of like-minded individuals who believe that good must triumph over evil. Its members are also my friends. And a flaw, I am prepared, my friends might say too prepared, to sacrifice myself for the greatest good. Strongheart prefers to fight with steel, his trusty sword. His favorite use of the command spell is to command a foe to yield, which has the same effect as commanding it to halt. He tries to capture and imprison evildoers, slaying them only if they cannot be apprehended. There we go. Classic lawful good paladin. A little too eager to sacrifice himself with a magic longsword that, spoiler alert, can cast Revivify. Whew. Cool, yeah, so Valor's Call, classic. We're the heroes. I also like that all of them except for Maliver can speak Dwarvish. So if Maliver is off on an adventure by themselves, the rest of the group can speak Dwarvish for stealth reasons. I don't know. It's just a fun little thought. So which of the three factions would you join up with? The Hourglass Coven, the Hags, or maybe Legion of Malevolence and become a true villain, or play it classic good with with Valor's Call? If you ask me, I'm going to sign up with Valor's Call just because that's the group with the Staff of Power on it. So let me know in the comments what you think. If these videos have been at all helpful, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. And we've got a Discord. Come hang out on the Discord. I love our Discord community. It's fantastic. Cool. Whatever you do, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.